Well, we were coming here to talk about day 9 of training camp and the takeaways, but the Chicago Bears just announced they have locked in DJ Moore to a long-term extension. We're going to talk about it all, plus training camp and more. But you already know what we got to do first is waiting for Bobby and C Dub to come in. We got to play that intro.
Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host here, Haize. We got the other two and Bobby and C-Dub coming through here in a second, but we got news. Before we talk about training camp, we got news. We got breaking news at that. The Chicago Bears have signed DJ Moore to a four-year $110 million extension to stay with the Chicago Bears. Big Kev, how you feeling, brother?
Hey, I was just listening to one of the Chicago stations earlier, and they were talking about how the Bears do not typically make deals with players who still have multiple years left on their contract. They don't do extensions like that, just historically. But DJ Moore was a different situation because he didn't sign his extension with the Bears. He signed it with the Carolina Panthers. And I was thinking like, maybe they will extend him. I ain't expect them to do it today, though. They took care of Ryan Poles.
Well, the thing is, Ryan Poles talked about it when people were asking about Ryan Poles and extensions to like Tevin Jenkins and stuff. It came out over the offseason that they looked at the extension of DJ Moore being a higher priority to make sure they get DJ Moore locked in. And so we had an episode a little while ago and talking about players that were up for extensions, and people kept pointing out the fact that, well, DJ Moore is still waiting for he got another year on his deal after this year. Ryan Poles said it. He understood locking in DJ Moore was one of the most important things to get done. They wanted to get it done this season. Ryan Poles alluded to that. I'm glad that they got it in 4 years. That means that he has 5 years left after the season because he still had 1 year left after the season. That keeps DJ Moore here throughout most of his prime. Bobby, how you feeling, brother?
Go ahead, real quick. Guess what? if they didn't do it right now, the price tag was going to be even higher next year and then even higher the year after that. So doing it right now was smart because you see the type of money that these top tier receivers are receiving. So it's good that they went ahead and took care of the business right now.
For sure, and that's why I was gonna go immediately into this man. Ryan Poles continue to cook up that good ass gumbo that we love to eat. This is smart money. This is smart money management. This is great roster management. You locking up your guys for the foreseeable future, for the long term. And I say, if anybody got a problem with it, I say, look at the Dallas Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb. Mm-hmm. Look at the Niners with Brandon Ayuk. Mm-hmm. Lock your guys up because we know that once these guys who may or may not deserve the money in your eyes, they still getting it and resetting the market. And DJ Moore absolutely deserves it. But Haize, I got a bone to pick. Y'all mean to tell me DJ Moore ain't top 100?
Wait a minute.
He will be after. He got it in the top 100, didn't he?
He did.
Wasn't he like 80 something? I think.
Okay, I must have missed.
No, I'm talking about Montez Sweat. I don't know if DJ Moore got in.
They haven't released all of it yet. Have they released all of it?
29 through 30. Okay, so you mean to tell me he's a top 20 player?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right,
we'll find out.
All right.
Ooh, that's nuts.
I'm gonna hold that one.
Hey man, hey, shout out to my man Ryan Poles, bro. He know the feeling. Of the feeling of Bears Nation. We down in the dumps, man. We wanted to see Caleb later on this week, but none of the starters will play. So he said, you know what, guys? I got y'all. DJ Moore, take 110 and lock them up.
You know what I like that this does is that regardless of what happens with Keenan Allen in the future, this means is you got your your 1 and 2 wide receiver long term. We know Rome's number 3 this year, but you got him and this. They're basically on the same deal length now at this point. So,
yeah. You know the length match.
You can see the plan, the process. The
and
wheels
we're not
turning.
used to that as Bears fans. We're not used to seeing the plan. Go ahead, Kev.
It's crazy, bro. Like you're seeing the plan. They're laying it out for us. Like what you just said is like oh my goodness, they're competent. Because even if it doesn't work, it's not the situation of where we're going to be in 2 years. Because we know where we're going to be in 5 years. Either we're going to see a team that was put together that didn't work, or a team that had multiple playoff runs and it culminated in a championship or two. And Ryan Poles is the chief architect of that. I got to give him his kudos for that.
Yeah. CW frozen? Or you just staying still? You got to move. talking shit.
What's
That
y'all?
you gotta move or you just gotta jiggle every once in a while. Bro.
I'm reading.
I'm looking at Dub.
I'm
like,
reading.
hold on, what
I was like, that nigga froze,
I saw
bro.
his mouth moving. He read
Oh,
under
see,
his breath.
I ain't looking at his mouth. I'm surprised you can see his mouth with that black ass beard and he's black as shit. Like, you know,
He hate because his shit blood red. I ain't gonna
what
lie.
hey, nigga, I'm unique. I love my red beard, bro. Like that's the red bearded assassin is my name. You girls know that. Like this is insane.
Hey, but look here, man. Look
But
here, man.
well, go ahead, Doug.
No,
Cook.
no. Go.
I wasn't finna say nothing important. Go ahead, Cook.
Hey, look, man. DJ is in his prime, bro. And we got him locked for the next 4-5 years. He got 82 guaranteed. Man, I always thought, why would the hell you want to wait another year? Because he got another year on his contract. Just sign him now. Don't fuck around. Just sign him right now. And Ryan Poles is using that brain that is this dude cooking or what this offseason, man? This dude is cooking, bro.
And I still see people that still like Ryan Poles ain't showed me nothing, no different. And I get it. They're just looking at the win-loss record. But if you don't understand how the process, how this team is just handling business much differently than we've seen over the last decade, then you're just an idiot. I'm sorry. You're stupid.
You know, people are, I mean, like, if we could have any knocks on Poles, it's the offensive line, at least right now.
Yes.
But only from a pass protection standpoint, because they've been tops of the league in rushing. I mean, obviously, a lot of that had to do with Justin Fields just scrambling for his life. But that run offensive line, they know how to get in the trenches and push that line forward. Now, pass protection, it remains to be seen how that's going to look this season. But in terms of improving the defense, in terms of improving the offense, as far as skill positions are concerned, you cannot knock this dude. Has he had some misses? Yes. Velus Jones, that was a drop. Poles dropped it first.
Literally,
Velus Jones keep dropping it. You know, that's what it is. Did he swing and miss on a couple of people? Sure. But at the end of the day, we cannot let the bad outweigh the good. And that's what fans in Chicago do. It's a woe is me mentality. And honestly, it's the Bears organization as a whole fault that fans can't fully get behind the vision because they've never seen it before.
Hey, I'm gonna keep this shit a buck, bro. He is doing a wonderful job, but I am not giving him an easy way out on the offensive line. It's still TBD, to be determined. Because what I've been hearing in the training camp, and we didn't address it really. We did a little patch job with a couple players here and there, but as far as addressing, I don't think so. And all the news I've been hearing out of training camp, I'm just keeping the buck. I don't want to ruin the mood, but I'm just keeping it a buck. It's TBD on this offensive line.
Well, yeah, but here's what I'm going to paint to you, C-Dub, real quick, because this is, and anybody on the panel, please correct me if you feel differently, because I would love to hear your opinion. I would say that the job that Poles has done so far with clearing out the dead cap, getting a defense that is all young and hungry. We don't have a starter on. Kevin Byard is the only starter on that defense that's in his 30s, period. We got one of the younger defenses that's also projected to be top 10. And you shored up every single skill position on your offense. Yep. Now, I'm thinking that going forward, it's going to be easier to patch up that offensive line in subsequent off seasons because now you got the talent. Offensive linemen may want to come here because of the talent that we have here on that offensive side of the ball.
Well,
yeah,
I agree with you. Go ahead, Bobby.
Oh, I was going to say, I think a lot of people think when you look at certain offensive coaches or teams, they think because Sean McVay or Andy Reid was able to build up an offensive line so fast that that's the same for everybody. It ain't the same for everybody. I do understand when people want to have a pause with it, but plenty of times I mapped out that the man has drafted offensive linemen, probably not to the degree or in the said round that people would like, but there's a lot of things that he's done. And one thing that I've seen is that he's quick to move off moves that he's like, oh, damn, I made a mistake. Some GMs like to justify it by doing even more stupider stuff. This guy, he saw Chase Claypool, was like, all right, we let you have that bad half of the season, but we saw your attitude coming in here. You ain't ready to work. You don't fit the culture. Get your ass up out the door. Roquan Smith, we know you one of the top linebackers in the league. We know who you had, your agent, whatever. You ain't want to come to terms with us. You don't really like the culture that we building. We're going to get you up out of here too. Same thing with Robert Quinn. And get ready, because Velus Jones, when Ryan Poles went back and looked at you drop the damn ball and it resulted in an interception, he said, oh, damn, here we go again. Velus Jones might be next, and that'll be a solid decision if the man can't get it right. So far, I gotta trust that Poles and rock with it.
He
I
he
think
did draft Darnell Wright. We can't ignore that. And
yes, yes,
he was really damn good as a rookie. He'll get
yep.
better this season. Did he draft Tevin Jenkins?
No.
No,
But he's
Mm.
in a position to maybe retain him. And then
yes.
you also had, I don't know, you had a chance to really address the offensive line in the first round this year, but you decided to go big and go with a wide receiver. So we're gonna see what Roma Dunze does over the next couple of seasons. So it's still in the air if that was the right decision to make or not. But I'm not giving him a pass, Dub. Like you said, we can't make it easy on him. But at the end of the day, he had to address all this other stuff first. For real, for real.
And I would say this, like if he did go after and got a lineman instead of Romo Dunze, I wouldn't have been mad at it, but then we'd be in the same position where next year we're saying, all right, who's going to be the wide receiver too? Because Keenan's probably not staying. Or you would have been put in a situation maybe where you keep Keenan Allen and you give a guy over 30 a huge deal, and then now you're looking at it and saying, all right, that's cool, but what do we got in the wing? So either way, nothing's ever going to be all perfect. You don't shore up everything in one season. And I agree with Dub. So far, the biggest black eye in what Ryan Poles has done outside the Chase Claypool, that was a loss for sure.
Yep.
N'Keal Harry, what we give up? What was it? The 7th round pick? That don't matter. Like N'Keal Harry is needed there.
Matter.
But it like what he's done isn't perfect yet. It's not going to be, but he still has more than enough time. And you set now a foundation where even with this shaky offensive line, it seems like the Bears are going to have a good chance of competing for a playoff spot. Of course, we got to see once we get on the football field. And if we do, if we get into the wild card, even if we lose, let's say we don't win a game. All right, cool. Now that you've shown you're a playoff team, you got talent, you got on both sides of the football. Now go out there and focus on the O-line.
Okay,
O-line and edge may be the focus next year.
Yeah, because we could have definitely used that pick to pick up one of those defensive guys that was really high on the boards too. So, but I'm riding with the decision to grab Roman.
I'm riding with his decisions though. I'm riding with his decision. They wasn't like that was his only pick, the first round pick. It's not his only pick. You can get good players in mostly any round in these in the NFL.
Yeah.
So
we got a lot of picks next year.
So we'll see. We'll see. I'm still TBD. I gotta see, big dog.
It's fair.
But you're doing a great job. You did a great job, though, big dog. You're doing a great job.
You're doing a good job, my boy. You're doing a good job.
And quiet as it's kept, the reason why he's able to do this is because they moved on from Justin Fields. Like, I hate to beat a dead horse, but they reset
That's a
the
big
cap.
part in it.
Yeah, like they didn't have to pay Justin Fields $50 million a year. So now they get to make all these moves. And when the Caleb Williams situation come up in 4 or 5 years, they'll have a solid team again, or they're trying to keep a solid team around them.
Ooh, that's gonna be crazy. The Bears paying a quarterback. Y'all better fork it over, bro. Don't y'all.
I mean, let's not act like we didn't pay Cutler. We paid Cutler. We did pay Cutler.
They didn't pay him 60, 70 million a
It
year.
It wasn't the market.
60, 70 million a year is crazy money. Y'all see the Chicago Bears paying somebody that? They better.
That's the market though. If Caleb Williams goes out there and earns it, they better give him every penny.
If he go out and ball, they paying him in year 3 when he become extension eligible.
Oh, that's a fact. Listen, he set the precedence now. Now we see that he's not against extending people early. So if Caleb does ball out going into year 3, do not be surprised we get an extension done.
He coming to the table. Him and his daddy. It's time to pay up.
Now, what is the chance that Keenan Allen is a Bear next year?
Depends on how they do.
This type
do
of
you think he'd take a pay cut?
He's not.
No, he didn't take a pay cut to stay in the only place he played. I don't see that.
He's not going to. He already voiced that he's not interested in that type of stuff.
This is a scenario. What if the Bears go beyond expectations? They win a playoff game. Maybe they get all the way to the NFC championship.
Mm-hmm.
What if he's willing to take a pay cut?
Here's what I'll say to that. At that point, if they do that, you still got Rome Odunze, and a wide receiver that's in the free agent market that could be willing to take less would probably come here over Keenan Allen. You may get somebody who's younger.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about a lot of picks next year. But how many we had this year? It's double-digit picks next year. I think it's 14, but for now I'm gonna say double digits. I think it's 14. I know somebody know it's double-digit picks though. It's a lot.
Oh my God, these guys gotta be double-digit. We gonna be all day.
If I'm wrong on that.
I'm only looking at.
You saying Chicago Bears picks next year?
Yes,
I'm only looking at Keenan Allen as a rental right now. Like I don't expect him to be with the team beyond this season. I'm not going into the season expecting him to. It's all.
So the Bears have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 picks next season.
So I was close. Damn it.
We got a first. We got a first. 2
seconds,
damn near
double. He's all close.
three 6th-round picks we have next year.
That's a lot of picks, bro. We gonna be all
In math
day
class,
on that.
they said round up, big kid.
You round up to 10,
you round up to
not
10.
not
Damn near double
14.
digits.
You rounded all the way to 14, nephew.
My bad, bro. That's why I said correctly.
Bobby was smoking some of that good za. That's what he was doing. Bro. Like,
Hey, bro, that's a long ass draft show. I hope y'all ain't thinking about that right now. We gonna be all night.
we're gonna have to be on every round next season.
No,
But we get to end early because we don't have any picks after the 6th round. We got 3 picks in the 6th round next year, so we ain't got to sit around for the 7th round. So we'll get out of there.
I doubt Pose is gonna keep all 8 picks.
Nah,
maybe not. Maybe
so
not.
One of them is gonna watch what I tell y'all. One of them is going to be traded this year for a lineman. Watch what I tell you.
I think so. That's
or an edge. It may be an edge.
Unless Booker come out and do his thing. Y'all seen Booker in the training
Austin
camp,
Booker
bro.
is looking good. Man.
He look good, bro. He a rookie though. He a spanking raw rookie.
And his training camp.
Yes.
Well, let's go ahead and get into these training camp thoughts. For those that don't know, just to recap real quick, the Bears have signed DJ Moore to a 4-year, $110 million extension. Keep in mind, he still has this year and next year on his current contract. So that means we got DJ Moore, if you include this season, for the next 6 seasons. We got DJ Moore in a Bears uniform.
I love it.
Love it.
Man.
How many Pro Bowls for DJ Moore? These next
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Out of the next 6, 4
That's
or
what I
5.
was gonna say.
He should have been one last season. Was he one last
He
season?
definitely should have been one last season. He was all pro though, wasn't he, last season?
Yeah, he wasn't. He didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he was all pro, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was all pro. Yeah.
In some ways, the all pros matters more. In some ways, depending on how you look at that. But let's get into training camp today. Talk about takeaways from training camp. Yesterday, the defense beat up on the offense. Well, it seems like the defense still had another strong outing today, but the offense is really what shined today, especially Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze. We've heard a lot over basically the first week of training camp over Caleb Williams and Tyler Scott. It seems like that chemistry between now Rome Odunze and Caleb has been very loud. Catching Rome Odunze on a touchdown in the 11 drills, things like that. 2-minute drills, another one to Rome Odunze for a touchdown. They were all over the field together today. The continued development over the 2 rookies. How you guys feeling?
Oh man, I feel fantastic, bro. Now let's think about rookie quarterbacks and wide receivers that helped them. Think about Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison.
Mhm.
Think about what's my man name up at Cincinnati Bengals and Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase.
Mm-hmm.
It can be Caleb Williams and my man Rome Odunze.
And even more recently, CJ
bro,
Stroud.
Bro, come on, let's get this right. Because they making fun of you in the comment. Odunze.
Odunze.
I thought he said that.
That's what I said.
You added an extra E before the Z.
Take that chocolate out your ear. I said Odunze.
That's not how you say it. There's an N in there. You just got done trying to correct me and then say it wrong. Odunze. N. The N, nigga.
You said that a little too. Hold on. What you mean by that?
He didn't put the hard. It wasn't no hard R on that one.
He said that shit hard.
But no, man.
Yeah.
You got to mention CJ Stroud and the rookie from last season as well. I can't think of his wide receiver, but Tank Dell. He lobbied for Tank Dell the same way that Caleb Williams lobbied for Odunze. So I just feel like the sky is the limit for Caleb Williams, regardless of how porous the offensive line is, if it's good or bad. The sky is the limit. Someone's Uduesia.
I love every bit of it, man.
Every great quarterback always has, from the start of their career, they always had a great wide receiver. You look at my guy from Kansas City, he had Tyreek. Yep. You got the guy in Cincinnati. You got to pick your choice over here at the Chicago Bears. You could pick DJ Moore. But Rome Odunze, I'm just going to go Rome, is most important to Caleb to me.
Why you fucked the man up? Because he was good at first. Now he
fucked it up, bro.
My boy was on the road. But I love it, man. And that's why I like when we talk about the offensive line, kind of going back to it, I think that when you think about the weapons and everything that the Bears have to their disposal, sometimes that quick pass, which is a slant, or that check down pass that's going to be there for Caleb Williams, it can help you beat certain blitzes and help you beat certain fronts to help you get more opportunities and wear defenses down. But this is great to see. I seen a highlight because fitting it in between 2 defenders. No, did he? But yeah.
You ain't even have to go
You-
there.
Hey,
dog.
why?
You
Young
don't have to go
people,
there.
man.
Oh no. Just-
Niggas can't play defense no more.
nah, bro. This an offensive league is what they told me.
That's hilarious, man. That's funny. No, but yeah, it's important to have these. Like you drafted them to lock in these two guys in the chemistry. And DJ Moore is 27, right?
Yeah,
28.
he's
Something like
27.
that. He young.
27.
Okay.
So that means we're gonna have DJ Moore locked in basically until he's 32 years old. You have Romo Dunze and Caleb who are going to be on the same trajectory, and then at that point, by the time DJ Moore's off his contract, hopefully you got your next young wide receiver in the wing, and then Rome's in the place that DJ's in now, right? So I like what they've done here, having these guys who can grow together, learn together. They wanted to play with each other. I remember when the draft combine was starting, Rome Odunze talked about the potential of playing with Caleb Williams. The Bears made it a reality. Now you just got to keep developing. I love that we have these two guys as a 1-2 punch there.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Absolutely. They said DJ Moore GD now. Y'all crazy as hell.
That's for the. Hey, listen, don't let him meet Kev. Don't let him meet. You know what?
He
We
gonna
should
try to shake
have known something was in the works though. Real talk. Did y'all see the clip where he was like pouring water on people's heads in practice, having fun? Having that much fun, you knew some money was coming.
Oh, some money
Swift was
coming on the
definitely like,
real.
"Stop, bruh."
You just got some pussy. You was
real
getting some
talk.
money, my guy.
Oh,
It was
my
one of the
hey, he finally got Shireen.
Oh, he has been a little happy-go-lucky in the clips I've been
Yeah.
seeing. Yeah, you're right
Facts.
about that.
He paid.
So
I'll be saying,
We
yeah,
done
they
all had
I
them
know some money coming.
skip to my Lou days after getting some. Yeah.
you be skipping, Kev? You
Hey,
too
you know.
big to be skipping, bro. I can't imagine your tall ass skipping.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
frolic,
that's a
bro.
crazy.
I
that's
can't
a
No,
crazy
bro. No, you can't be
position.
skipping, bro. That's
I'm not allowed to express my happiness.
Bro,
No,
you're
you too
a
big.
man.
No.
You are a grown man.
Bro,
You do not
is-
skip.
Hey, that's the best. I can say fee fi fo fun while I'm doing it. If you want, if that's how you want me to do it.
Anyway, Velus Jones Jr. actually got some run in the backfield today.
BLJ, I got you. We pinned your comment, BLJ, but go ahead.
So he lined up as a running back in today's practice. Now we know that Travis Homer, Ian Willer they're down. We also expect that the starting running backs are probably not going to play much in this game. Do you think this is Velus showing something, or they may just get a little creative in the Hall of Fame game because of all the players they got out?
Hey, look, I said this, that he should be a third running back on a depth chart, especially if you lose Herbert or something like that. But I think this is, boy, you better try your hardest, Velus. Go out there and try to get 200 yards rushing, because I don't think you're like in good standing right now, bro.
There's no
dropping passes and stuff like that. So they tried you on punt returns, they tried you on kick returns, they tried you on wide receiver. Now they trying you on running back.
And that makes me call back to earlier when we said that Pose kind of moves on. He's holding on to Velus a little bit because he was a third-round pick. I'm kind of feeling like that. And then secondly, yes, B. Patterson, my guy. Go out there and pick up those hard yards. Get those hard-earned yards. We need that from you. Whatever it takes for you to grab hold of this league, man. Get a foothold in this league, because we know he's talented. We've seen, flashes. And the new punt return rules could help him. But if you drop a punt that, like, I just don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see him go out there and mess up with these new rules. Like, come on, dude. Go do what you got to do. They tailor making it for you to stay in this league an extra year or two right now.
For sure. And we're going to wait to the end of training camp. I think cuts going to be coming up soon. So we're going to see. Hey, they're going to keep getting the opportunities. We hear about some of the good. We hear about some of the bad, but we don't know the overall story. I'm not too sold on them, but I'm at least wait it out because he could very well still be on this team.
Are we trying to be great or what? Why are we holding on to shit that ain't on the same program? He ain't on the same program. We trying him on every position. It's not working.
Third-round pick.
We ain't seen him in game action yet, bro.
Man,
That could have been another offensive lineman, that third-round pick that they turned into Velus. So.
I don't remember who was around in that draft, but it could have been. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Velus. I don't have much hope. I don't know if you guys got to watch the daily today. I had the only Velus Jones fan I ever know. This dude called in and was like, "You guys are crazy. Bears fans are crazy for wanting to give up on Velus. It's clear the coaches love Velus." And I'm like,
what?
You capping for Velus Jones right now?
Hey,
I met the dude.
you can love something and you can absolutely know it ain't good for you.
Yep. Oh my mama.
It's how a lot of y'all got here in your parents' terrible ass relationship.
Right. Ribs. That's why it's a lot of people in their grave right now. They kept eating ribs. But no,
wait, hold on.
Hold on now. Wait a second. Wait a second.
you can
Wait a
love,
second.
You can love something and know it's not good for you. That's ribs.
First of all, we're not going to disparage ribs on this here broadcast, bro. That's not what we're going to do.
You
That's
know
not
how
what
I
this
feel
show's
about
built on.
ribs.
Exactly. That's why I'm surprised. That's why I'm literally shocked. I'm betrayed right now.
I love it, but I know better, bro. But no,
That's crazy.
I've
This man who just made 2 slabs of ribs this weekend. You really the one talking about bad about ribs?
It was 3 slabs. I only showed you.
Hey, this might be the perfect position for Velus, bro. You want to know why? Because he don't have to catch anything. He just getting handed the ball, bro.
If you drop those, bro, it's a wrap. I've met Velus. I've had drinks with him. He's a nice kid. He grown. He was grown as hell when he got drafted. He was like 28,
bro. He almost your age, bro.
He was like 28 when he got drafted. But you know, I think that this is his last straw. This is his last straw.
No, Velus a millennial, bro, for sure.
It's his last chance, though. Like at least with the Bears, this is his last.
I mean,
chance.
because
I do agree. This is his last chance. Go ahead, Bob.
I think the chances are running low, and the things that Matt Eberflus been saying at the podium has been good things, and I believe the Chicago Bears have a standard. I mean, right now he showed that he could potentially provide some value, but he gonna have to step up and do it himself.
It's audition.
Matt Eberflus look like he got him a list. That's on
Wait,
somebody.
Are they arguing in the chat? What's going on?
Oh, there's some Detroit fan in there who he's right now trying to pass time because his girl's in the other room sucking dick so they can make rent. So he's trying to take it out on Bears.
Such a nice
right
guy,
now.
dude.
Hey,
Detroit
is
You
so.
let your girl do her thing like
Hey,
that.
that's
bro.
very
He let
considerate.
her do her thing, bro.
That's very
Fuck
considerate.
with buddy, bro.
But that's what happened when you need that crystal meth money.
Live in
though.
Detroit and gotta save up to take a trip to Flint, bro.
Why?
Like,
Hey,
you know they
bro,
going through it, bro.
How the
They
hell is
going
an
through
entire city a pothole, nigga? Like, how is your whole city a pothole, bro? Stop it. Detroit is dusty as hell, bro. The sun don't even shine in
The whole
Detroit.
city
And
of
he said he's such a gentleman that sometimes he'll drive his girl to her John, and he'll let him go in the back seat and ride him around so they don't get stopped by police, bro. Like that's his type of dude.
Bro,
he is,
you
bro.
dope as
bro.
fuck,
Hey,
bro.
bro, just let his girl do his thing,
You
bro.
a real one, bro. A real lame.
Just
Fuck
saying.
you.
hey, the crazy thing is though, Detroit and you lame ass Packer fan that just jumped in here. Do y'all
There's
got
a
any
Packer fan that
podcast
jumped in
on
here,
y'all own?
That's what I'm saying.
Or you know, it's hard for Packers fans to talk because they ain't got no teeth. And then secondly, Detroit, bro, like for real, bro, y'all won one division title in the last 60 years, and now all of
What
a
are we
sudden,
talking about?
like, come on, bro, like for real, one. Not even with Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson, Joe. Y'all have had all-time greats that quit early because they couldn't take
in
it
their
no more.
prime.
That's crazy. Let's get back on track. You gotta let the Detroit people do their thing, bro. Like it's not his fault, bro. That his girl, like I said, got to suck dick so they can make half the rent, and she got a lame ass pastel wig on that's halfway burnt, bro. Like
And she on Section 8. How you need to do that for half the rent on Section 8? Your rent is $23, bro.
What the fuck?
Stop it.
It's the whole Detroit Section 8
You
game.
know what? But he says that he even helps clean her up after the fact because he also eats the cum out of her pussy from the other Johns that just not
Yeah,
over,
let's
bro.
finish training camp.
God, get back to the training. So,
Hey, 'cause
reportedly,
you saw his brain like, I'm just going to take
These
it all away.
motherfucker been gunning for 5 minutes.
you know, once we get started roasting, bro, we can turn the whole podcast into a roast session. Let's be clear. So in the 11-on-11 period today, seems like the defense was throwing a lot of blitzes at Caleb Williams to see how he would react to it. Seems like he read the defenses pretty well. He was able to pick up when he was being blitzed. Threw for incompletions. He did throw an interception to both Tyreek Stevenson and Jaquan Brisker today. But overall, it seems like his recognition of blitzes was pretty damn good in today's. But the Bears still were able to get to the quarterback pretty consistently. Tyreek Stevenson got through untouched. Montez Sweat got to him again. How you guys feeling about the Bears purposely throwing some blitzes at Caleb to see how he reacts?
I love it. It's necessary. Go
That's
ahead,
great.
Doug.
That's great because he just had a press conference and they asked him, "What do you think is the part of your game that you need the most work on?" And that was the one that came up, blitzing. So I appreciate. I'm sure the coaches maybe they already knew this before the press conference, or maybe they heard him and give him some extra help or something like that. But I appreciate that, and I appreciate the result of him actually doing pretty well with it, even though they got through a couple times. So I like this kid is mature beyond his years. He only 22 years old, bro. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Dub, you're absolutely right. That's what he said yesterday when the person asked, he actually was like, wow, that's actually a good question. He was surprised when they asked him what's the hardest thing for him to do right now. And that was to pick up the blitz. And I honestly believe that going up against this Bears defense, which is top 5 caliber, at least on paper, every single day is going to help this kid tremendously when he sees not quite as good defenses in these other teams, not quite as good secondaries. Like, oh, he didn't even try to jump that route. You get what I'm saying? Like, the Bears defense is hungry even in practice right now. They don't care that it's Caleb Williams back there, the number 1 draft pick. They want to show him that you're the number 1 draft pick, but we're a top 5 defense, and this is what you're going to have to go against every week. I'm not mad at it. I love it. I love the approach of blitzing him in practice. Just Montez Sweat, keep your hands to yourself. And I love the fact that Caleb Williams showed a little bit of fire. And who did he push the other day? He pushed one of the defensive players. Was it Dominic Robinson?
I think it was somebody.
Yeah, but he pushed him. He got all up in his face. They getting down to the nitty gritty. We know that training camp can get heated, and it's not usual that the quarterback does it. I love it, man. I like the fact that they're building this type of rapport with the kid.
Hey,
Yeah,
before you go, nephew, that story of him going to the Bears about leaving garbage in the lunchroom or the audit, whatever they eat their lunch. That was leadership too. That's why I'm saying he'd be way beyond his years at 22 years old. Go ahead, nephew. I'm sorry.
Definitely way beyond his years. And I didn't even know that story. That's a real thing. Clean this shit up.
Yeah.
we want to be professionals. You know what I'm saying? Let's be professionals. But at the end
we
of
all
the day,
grown. Clean,
I'm
put
happy
your water bottles in the garbage.
Yeah, I'm happy that they throwing all this stuff at him. And I just hope that he continue to take those steps forward. Like I said, from the little clips that we see him making tight window passes. We see him checking down real quick and recognizing stuff. I just want to see it on wax. I'm gonna continue to say that. And shout out to him. I'm happy to hear it. And I'm happy that the Bears are putting him through the test. He said that they still going through and finishing up the rest of the install for the offense. So after that, he should have a pretty consistent type of play call that's going to be coming in from Shane Waldron. So I'm expecting more consistency after, once they return to practice after the Hall of Fame game. I'm expecting more consistency and see if they can, have a dominant day versus the Bears defense, to where the defense got to go now. Think about what they got to get right.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Overall, I'm super excited about what this is going to bring for the Chicago Bears and how we see that recognition picking up. Like, you want to test your rookie quarterback, especially if you ain't going to play him in the games. You might as well test him as much as you can here in practice. And so, that's good. I know everybody's still disappointed about the fact that he's not going to be playing in the Hall of Fame game, even though we kind of tried to warn you guys that was probably going to be the case. I know C-Dub was one of the main people still hoping that we was going to be able to stick around. See, well, you literally came in as we were about to wrap up the show. But shout out to Steve-O. Real quick, Steve-O, how you feel about the extension of DJ Moore, brother?
Good, because in the next 2 years, with that contract would have easily been about 160, 170. So it makes a lot of sense to go get it. So that's really why I came on to say it. It was just smart. It was a real smart business move. And like you said earlier, it was the reason why he in here throwing water on people. That motherfucker was happy. He real happy. I ain't gonna lie. It was real life happy.
We got a couple of pinned comments too, Haize.
Fuck them comments. No, I'm just playing. Let's get to
this one. 9 figures is crazy.
Did the signing just guarantee that the Bears secondary would not all come back for the first extension? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's the case. I think when you look at it, like it depends on a couple of things. Like, especially if the Bears don't sign Tevin Jenkins, which if you look at some of the lineman extensions in this mug, if he stays healthy, we'll see. If he stays healthy, I think they wouldn't mind paying him. But eventually, you got to pay somebody. And I think that you don't let the talent that we have in the secondary go just because you had to pay your wide receiver. Caleb's still under a rookie contract for a long time. Rome's still under rookie contract for a long time. You got TJ Edwards, Tremaine Evans locked in for a couple more years as well. So I won't say that it's exactly going to go that way, but I will say this. the guys on the outskirts, the guys who still look pretty good, Terrell Smith, Stroman, Greg Stroman Jr., those guys may not end up sticking around. You may have to recoup those guys off your depth pieces. But I think there's a good chance that Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon stay around with what they've shown for sure. What do you guys feel?
I was gonna say, yeah, for them guys,
ahead.
be just real quick. Yes, Haize, that last part of it saying that the Greg Stroman and Terrell Smith could definitely probably be wiped up off the books, whenever that may come. And I'm just saying, every time I look up the recap from training camp, I'm reading a young player by the name of Reddy Stewart. He's a cornerback.
Yeah,
it's always
he's
popping
a
up.
UDFA,
We
right?
gonna see. Yep. So we gonna see.
Hey, you name your kid Ready, you own or something.
Me.
That's that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
Or they were just drunk as fuck. That's how most people.
Or they were from Detroit.
Yeah, they cousins.
His
about
middle
to be
name.
Screaming Caleb Toe douchey.
Is that douche and Hennessy in the same fucking word?
Y'all got high hopes for a team with mediocre offensive line, emotionally and physically fragile rookie quarterback is gonna have to be. That's stupid. I'm sorry, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
first of all, Caleb Williams has not been emotionally fragile at all. He hasn't been physically fragile at all either. And this is still a team that won 7 games last season with a worse offensive line, not as many weapons, and an offensive coordinator that couldn't coach his way out of a woman's draws.
What's the slant play? What was
Exactly.
a slant?
I'm not listening to somebody that's still named after a concert. I know what you was doing at that concert. We know what happened at Woodstock, you freaky bastard. I ain't listening to you.
Oh my
he was probably sucking dick. So it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is.
He want to suck Caleb. Shit, the way he talking.
Whoa.
DJ Moore, fortunately, has never made a Pro Bowl, All Pro. Did he not make All Pro last? Why did I think he made All Pro last year?
I thought he did.
He deserved to. Well, it's
he
coming.
should have. He was
coming.
definitely had left off.
What does this mean from a franchise standpoint that we were able to lock down a legit star receiver in his prime? Do y'all believe the whole narrative around us changed from a national perspective? From a national perspective, no. Until the Bears win, there's nothing that's changed on the national perspective at all.
Oh, they just waiting to pounce. They waiting to pounce.
I don't think it proved to some free agencies or people that's just looking on to deals right now. It just proved that we're not going to wait all day to sign nobody like we used to. That's the only thing they learned from.
I agree with that. I 100% agree. That's a great way to look at it. I definitely think that it does prove that you're. I mean, you look at giving Montez Sweat his extension right away. Now you got DJ Moore locked in with his extension. I think Ryan Post has debunked a lot of narratives. People who would say and think, oh, he's not going to extend any guy who was drafted by Pace. He extended Jalen Johnson, so it's a lot of narratives that have been debunked. So
he's smart. He locking up those crucial positions, and he got a guy on a rookie contract. You got your number 1 wide receiver, you got your number 1 edge, you got your number 1 corner, and who knows and then you lock up a top 5 tight end for the low. For the low. Like he been doing this thing, man. He been doing this thing, and I can't wait to see what else comes next. Because when he was in Kansas City, he knows those blue chip pieces that a lot of coaches always talk about. He know what the importance was over there.
I want to see him go after Connor Williams though. Make that type of noise.
I ain't mad at
Listen, if he goes after Connor Williams, that's not signifying that we're just hoping to make the playoffs. That's a move that you're saying it's playoffs or bust at this point.
I ain't gonna lie. I keep trying to tell y'all when it comes to O-line, he trying to draft. He not really trying to sign him.
That's the best thing,
especially a big one.
Yeah, like signing those are the signings that really affect your cap space. Is offensive lineman really good, especially all pro offensive linemen? Mm-hmm. That would be ridiculous.
You gotta sign them.
Yeah, I think
you gotta draft them.
Mm-hmm. I think he's going heavy into it. Yeah, because once those guys start getting beat up and the injury started to start, it's hard for offensive linemen to get healthy again.
Mm-hmm.
So, Teron Armstead.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. Any last thoughts, fellas, before we get up out here?
Green Bay, y'all mamas is y'all cousins. Detroit, y'all might as well move to Cleveland because y'all really cousins. I ain't seen how y'all worst block look like y'all whole city.
Oh my god,
that's all I got.
Best
thing y'all got is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Hey, this Detroit, Jalen Duran, you trying to holler at Angel? Y'all, he on vacation with Angel Reese right now. I see you. I see you, Detroit. I see you.
Don't go to that dirt ass city though.
You
Turn the
better bring
season. Just tell them
you
to
better
come
bring
down to
your
the
ass
shop.
to the Bulls somehow.
That's hilarious. That is funny. That's
We ain't
hilarious.
allowing her to go to Detroit. She can't go over there, bro. She can't go on a date over there.
No. Stay your ass in Chicago. But all right, y'all, man, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was a great live stream, man. Over 300 in the chat. We appreciate y'all for y'all support. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 16,000 subscribers before the start of the season. We are now 63 subscribers away from being the 16K. So make sure you guys
Y'all
hit
know
that
what to
subscribe
do,
button,
bro.
man.
You know
Yeah,
what
we
to do.
appreciate y'all.
And hit that like button for this video that's on right now.
Absolutely, man. But you guys can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Thanks to y'all. Chi-Town up.